Hi guys, Kim here with Kimskonnections, with hopefully the first of many videos to come. If you haven't done so, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, so you're ready for all the juicy history tidbits that I have coming up for you in the future. So, what are we going to talk about today? Well, it is Halloween season, so I thought we would talk about the pagan origins of Halloween. Now, Halloween as we know it comes from the Celtic festival that was celebrated over 2,000 years ago called Samhain. You will see this word, you will think Samhain, it is Samhain. So what was Samhain? Well, Samhain was the end of harvest season in the Celt world. And they would slaughter their animals, they would tear down their fields, and they also believed on this night before their new year, as their new year was November 1st, that deities could come back to earth. So in order to kind of celebrate and protect themselves from these deities, they would light bonfires, they would dress in costumes, they would play tricks and pranks on each other that they would blame on these deities returning to earth. They would tell fortunes. They would do actually a lot of the things that we do to celebrate Halloween now. Now, as all things Celtic became all things Roman, the Romans took over and kind of incorporated the celebration of Samhain into their own traditions, and they changed it to a celebration called Pomona. Pomona actually had a lot of the same aspects as Samhain, the bonfires, the costumes, but the one thing that they did add was that the symbol of Pomona was the apple. So there we get kind of the bobbing for apples aspect that we all know now as a Halloween activity. Now, all things Celtic become all things Roman, become all things Christian. So, as the Christians took over, they transformed Samhain into what they called All Hallows Eve, eventually Halloween. All Hallows Eve was celebrated on the night before November 1st. November 1st was All Saints' Day. Now, what did these early Christians do to celebrate All Hallows Eve? Surprisingly, a lot of the same things as the Celts did. They would dress in costumes, usually of demons and angels. They would set bonfires, and the one thing that they also added to the mix was they would put on plays that would contain a resurrection, kind of like a Night of the Living Dead situation. Now, juicy little tidbit here. Early Christians had a thing that they did called mumming. What is mumming? Well, during early Christian times, it actually kind of took place more around Christmas time. Christmas and was winter solstice originally, and winter solstice and Samhain kind of went hand in hand. So the mummers, they would dress in costumes, they would go door to door, and they would ask their neighbors for treats or money. Kind of sounds a little bit familiar, right? So they would do this, and eventually, as Christianity took over and winter solstice became more Christmas with the birth of Jesus, they kind of pushed the mumming with the masks and the kind of scary stuff back to the more pagan type holiday of All Hallows Eve. Now, as Protestants came to America, they were a bit more strict in things, and so these celebrations kind of died out a little bit once Protestants came to America. But as other Europeans came in, especially the Irish, they brought with them traditions like carving pumpkins and celebrating these pagan origins of All Hallows Eve, of Samhain, and they brought those to America, and eventually Halloween evolved into what we know it as today. So, there you go. Christians stealing holidays, doing the same thing, turning them into their own, and eventually we end up at Halloween. So, there you guys go. There's your little juicy tidbits about the origins of Halloween. Hit me up with any questions that you guys might have. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, show me some love, and I will see you guys soon, and happy Halloween.